What's up guys, Triple Cab here. Today I figured I'd do a little experiment. Some of you may know I fly with a GoPro 8. It says it right there in the description. And I enable Hypersmooth. I know there's a lot of controversy about whether you should use or Hypersmooth or not, because if you're a good pilot, you're gonna try to fly smooth, you're gonna tune your quad, you know, yada yada yada. Frankly, I tune my quad and I use Hypersmooth. Now my tuning skills aren't, you know, the greatest probably. I don't shoot for perfection. And with Hypersmooth, I don't really have to. And to be quite honest, today's quads, the tuning is made so simple that, I mean, you practically don't even need to do it. Now, yes, sometimes you have to get a little prop wash out, or you need to get a little vibration out, or a little twitch, or a little, you know, sometimes you got to work with it a little bit. But for the most part, the software, I mean, I wish you guys, some of you guys were around back in the KK2 days. You literally could not pid your quad to perfectly smooth conditions like you could today. Anyways, that being said, I use Hypersmooth on all of my videos. And today, I'm gonna see if I can fly Hypersmooth. So here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna fly my drone. I'm gonna fly 2 packs with Hypersmooth and 2 packs with Hypersmooth off. Both in 4K, 30 frames per second. And we're gonna put them side by side and see if I can even come close to flying Hypersmooth. So here we go. All right, we're here at the park. We're going to get set up and we're going to get this show on the road. By the way, I also wanted to mention I'm using props that are really not in the best shape. I mean, they're all dinged up. Look at that ding right there. I mean, they're all pretty, they're very well worn and used. And, I mean, look at this. Look at this. Just look at it. Would you look at it? Look at these dings. They're really not in the best shape. So if I can make this smooth, then I'm pretty awesome. To be quite honest, I don't think I'm going to be anywhere near as smooth as Hypersmooth. I never expect to be. Hypersmooth is just one of those tools you can use to smooth out your footage, and that's why I use it. Anyways, let's get it on. Here we go. All right, we're all set, and it's cold, so let's make this quick. And here we go. It's freaking cold. Look at my hands. They're freaking cold. I even cut my finger. One thing I do regret is I should have flown without Hypersmooth first, because my hands are freezing. I doubt I got any smoothness out of that. So I'll let you be the judge. I'll make an educated guess and just, you know, assume that the Hypersmooth is significantly smoother. But I also believe that if one really puts, you know, the time and energy into tuning your quad, you can fly somewhat smooth as well. What's up, guys? I just want to interrupt for a second. I'm sitting here editing this video, and I just have to point out my non-stabilized footage is actually better than I thought it was going to be. Maybe it's because the screens are so small. That's why I made the bigger ones, but I'm not seeing a whole lot of difference. I mean, a little bit. Don't get me wrong. I do see a little difference here or there, but it's not as extreme or significant as I just said in the video. So I just wanted to pat myself on the back because that was some pretty smooth flying to not have stability on, in my opinion. Yeah, all right, let's get back to the video. What it comes down to is Hypersmooth as a tool. It's there to give you that extra polished effect, and I don't really see anything wrong with it. Some people really have an issue with it, and I don't get it. Why do you have an issue with a little bit of software that makes your footage just that little bit better? For me, I got into this. I didn't get into this because I wanted to fly, although I've always had a fascination with flying. I've always had a fascination with planes and jets. I'm like any, you know, young boy growing up. Oh, we all want to fly. We wanted to be Superman. I really got into this for photography and cinematography and, you know, being able to take really nice videos of nature and landscapes. That's really why I got into this. I didn't get into this to become the perfect and most smooth pilot in the world. And I think it's different for everybody. If your focus is on your flying and being the best pilot in the world, then that's great. More power to you. Turn that Hypersmooth off and focus on your flying. My focus is on taking nice scenery and really cool shots and a little acrobatics here or there. Actually, is it acrobatics when you're flying? Isn't it aerobatics? I would think it's aerobatics. Aerobatics. I'm aerobatic. Anyways, to each his own. I mean, and guys, stop giving people such a hard time, whether they use it or not. Who cares? You fly your way, let other people fly their way. It doesn't hurt you for somebody else to use Hypersmooth if you don't want to use Hypersmooth. Are you mad because it makes your flying look worse? Well, sorry. I mean, it's a tool. We use tools in all of our flying. Even when you tune your quad, you're using a tool, a piece of software that's been upgraded very much over the years that helps your flight become smoother and better. The beta flight of today versus the KK2 of 5-6 years ago, there's no comparison. The added software they've put into these things is what's improved a lot of the flying. It's not just pilot skill. So, I mean, whether you believe it or not, inside of your software, when you tune your quad, you're applying software to make your flight smoother. The difference is you're smoothing it out in the flight controller versus the camera. That's the only difference. And yes, being a good pilot helps. And if you're not a good pilot and you're flying with Hypersmooth, that's going to show as well. So anyways, guys, that's my comparison. I just wanted to see, I've never compared them myself, so I figured I wanted to do it, and seemed like something interesting to do, so that's what I did. So you guys be the judge, because I haven't seen the footage yet. Did I fly Hypersmooth? That's going to wrap it up, ladies and gentlemen. I hope you liked this video, and I appreciate you watching it. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and I will catch you in the next video. Caps out.